Okay. Bret, that's fun. Heritage guns, I think people either hear about them or they're going, I feel like I've seen that somewhere, but you guys make a lot of these. For people who don't know the Heritage brand, what is it all about?
Right, we do make a lot of them here in Bainbridge, Georgia. The Heritage brand is a classic replica firearm of single action revolvers. We make them in 22 Magnum, all sorts of flavors, different grips, different finishes, different barrel lengths. The newest version of it is the Barkeep.
The Barkeep. So this is, obviously people go, man, that's a small little package, but there are some differences about this. We've got a couple different flavors here. So what do they need to know?
So first and foremost, shorter barrel on the Barkeep. It's reminiscent of what somebody who would be tending bar or owned a shop
back in the old Western days.
Yeah, that's what they would have protected themselves against robberies from. And so you have a 2-inch barrel or a 3-inch barrel, those options. A couple different finishes on the frame. Yours is case color hardened. Mine is just traditional blued. And then I have these gray pearl grips. You have these engraved wood grips, and we're also going to do some polymer stuff down the line as well.
Well, they're pretty guns. They look the part, and I think for a lot of people, and that's kind of why we thought it'd be fun to start off with some shots, is single action is just a different deal. It's a different feel, and if you say, oh, I've bought a couple polymer guns or whatever, this is totally different. And I think it's, for a lot of people who start getting into shooting, it's a place to fill out your collection, your arsenal of like, you got to check that box.
Definitely, and you're going to be able to do it for around 150 bucks retail. There's no reason not to have a couple of these in your collection. And then we do some very cool things within the line that I think makes this gun even more fun. So we also have a 22 Magnum cylinder that will interchange with this. So you can have a 2-inch barrel 22 Magnum, which is also a blast to shoot. Yeah,
very much a blast. Now, the fact that this has a short barrel, this is a little bit different than other single actions as far as how you unload it.
It's different in how you unload it. So what you have there is the ejection rod. With the barrel being so short, you'll notice the frame doesn't have the ejection rod built in.
Yeah, normally you have the ejection rod, it slides along the bottom of the barrel. You can't do that, it'd stick out too far.
Correct.
You have to just punch them out this way. Now, one thing I was just noticing about it is, just a little pro tip, I guess, is making sure that you don't get out in front of the barrel as you're doing this.
Right, so you always want to be conscious of your muzzle and not put your hand out in front of it. But as you're unloading, you can use this tool that we supply. Of course, you could also use just a normal punch or take the cylinder out completely.
Sure.
So you have a lot of options there. But we wanted to provide this tool with the gun just because it's the right thing.
And you also have what probably a lot of us would call a safety on the other side of it.
Right, so you have a firing pin block built into the gun. So that's going to act as your safety. There's a couple different ways you could do that. You could do a transfer bar safety or the firing pin block, and we went with the firing pin block. Yeah,
that's kind of a nice option for people who are worried about the hammer and how that all works. But single action guns are a whole lot of fun. Heritage makes them affordable. Check out the Heritage Barkeep.